everybody, it's Denise with Wondubar Crafts, and today I get to do my very first design team project with Seneca Crafts. Hi Eileen. She is an amazing artist. I love her DigiKits on Etsy, and when we had conversed back and forth, and she had told me, you know, pick what you want. And oh, by the way, I have a website with over 3,000 different kits and graphics and cards and digital stamps and whatever, and I just was blown away. I went and I spent an hour just perusing her stuff, just not even really hardcore looking, just perusing. There was so much stuff. I was just blown away. The kits in there are just beautiful. And she also gives, there are some free downloads up there on her website, and she has she started a new, like a craft, every week a craft, project. It's a free download that you can download and work with and play with, which I think is amazing and very generous. So I decided, I got some other kits that I'm going to be working on with an upcoming journal that I'm going to be doing, and I'd like to do some craft along with me's with that. So I'd love for you guys to join me with those. But I thought I would start with this particular kit. It is the kit that she is new, that she is giving away when you purchase $10 or more from either her Etsy or her store, which I will link both below in the description block. And this kit is huge, and there's so much to do with it. So I printed out everything in it, and I want to go through and show you guys what you get with it, and it's amazing. And I've already, all this came from just the first section. So there is a lot in this kit, and it's quite generous, and I'm just blown away. And I love it because she called it grungy cardboard, and as you can see, they're all dark, so they're all inked already. You don't have to do any additional inking unless that's something you really, really want to do. You don't have to. It's all already done. So, and I just think that's awesome. So what you get is, you're going to get a page. Let me find my self here. Okay, yeah, there we go. You'll get this wonderful background page. And what I did was printed it out, and then you get an envelope with a card and 3 little flags. So I printed this on the back of the background page, so then that way when I open my envelope, and I'll show you in a minute what I've done, you have the picture on the inside as well. So the inside of your envelope is designed as well. And I love these flags because I like to use the flags making altered paper clips. And any of you that have purchased from my shop know that that's kind of something that I like to throw in with my business card and some washi, is a little altered paper clip. So these are awesome. And you get 5 sets of this. So you get the background paper, you get an envelope with a card and 3 flags, and then on top of it, put that one back, you get 4 tags. And so what I did with the tags was I went ahead and backed it with some coffee stain and tea stain paper. And, so you'll have journaling space on the back, and instead of a white blank canvas, obviously. And they're just awesome because they're all different designs. So she's got this one, which I'll show you here in a minute. This one, which has like buttons on it, and this beautiful Harlequin style pattern. This one with flowers and butterflies, right? And there's the background paper for it, and the tags. I mean, look at this. It's 5 of them, Beautiful, beautiful paper. I mean, and even if you didn't back this is an amazing, just for inside like a signature And you could collage even more on it, or even use it for collage. It's so versatile. I love it. And then, of course, this one with the tags. And some other ones with notes and small script. Okay. And then you get tags, like your tabs, your binder tabs. And what I did was I printed them out big, so I had a big set, and then I printed them so that you had like 2 5x7s, and then I have smaller ones as well if I want them. So, and I cut a couple out already. But these are awesome because they're already inked. I don't have to ink them. Saves me on ink. I love it. And then what I did was I'm going to do a project with all of this, and then so I wanted to print out an additional page for, and you'll see, because I'll probably do 2 videos on this. I just wanted to kind of show what you could do with this, and I'm gonna we're gonna, if you want, craft along with me, and you know, make one of these sets. Of course, I'm gonna end up doing all 5 of them for my project, but this is what I made from just one, from the very first page. So here's my altered paper clip with those little flags. So I used the big flag and then the smaller one underneath it. It's already decorated, so all I did was just stitched. I glued this top piece on, right? Put some cheesecloth underneath it, stitched around it, and just decorated it. And then, you know, you can put your paper clip in like this, or you could fold it down and kind of hide the paper clip. And then I decorated the flag, right? So that's great for inside of a journal. And one of the smaller tags, and I love it because it's grungy. You can use dark colors or you can use light colors with it. So you could go as vintage dark or as vintage light, you know, as you want, because they're versatile. I love them. And then this one, and I have an idea what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to alter it just a little bit and show you what else you could do with that. But there's a nice little tag. And then a bigger tag. See? So you can use a lighter color and a darker. And this is like some, it's called brick red. And it's almost like a brownish red. I love it. So it went really well with these tags. And just some vintage lace and some paper flowers. And then you can also add color to it. So I used some blue. I didn't use the pink. I used the blue. But I thought this one was cute because it's a little doll, and then she's got a kitten on the back, on her back. I thought that was cute. And I just put some vintage lace and some trim and a little paper flower on there. I mean, very easy, very quick. And then this is the envelope, like this. So I just cut it out and glued it, and see how with putting the back of the background paper on the back, I now have, it's printed all the way inside of my envelope. And then I just decorated the outer flap and the front just very simply. And then just decorated the card a little bit. And of course it is printed on the back, but I like it because you've got lines here that you can journal on. And they were so quick and easy to make. I mean, and then it's great for a stash builder. And very generous for you know, for you spend $10 and you get all of this with it. I mean, that's a lot. I'm gonna be playing for a while. So what I'd like to do is just kind of show you guys what I did, and you know, how they're put together a little bit. I mean, I know you guys know how to decorate tags and stuff. So if you've got other projects you want to do, just craft along with me. And of course, I'm just going to do one on camera. I'll do the others. And then I'm going to continue on with the other portion of the project that I want to do with all of this. So let me go ahead and shut off the camera so I can cut all this out and get ready to decorate. Okay, so I'll be right back. Guys, I'm back. Okay, so I got everything cut out with the exception of how I want to alter this little card. And it is a cute little card, but I have something else in mind for it. So what I'm going to do is take the top of my canning jar so that I try and get it lined up to cut this portion off. And try to keep it as centered as possible without it going all wonky donkey on me. Okay. Alright. So I wanted to show you guys what I was doing with this before because I want to sew on these tags, so I wanted to show this before I go and sew it. I love these big handled scissors because my thumb doesn't get caught up in them and it doesn't push on them, and they don't seem to cramp as much using them, so I like them. There we go. So we kind of have like almost like a girdle look, you know, with the points at the top, and just taking the points off the side, and I will show you what I'm going to do with that after I get everything sewn around the edges and stuff. So I will be right back. Hey guys, I'm back, and I did my sewing, and I think I'm going to start with my little altered paper clip here. So let's see, paper clip. So how has everyone's week been going? Mine was very busy. And today was like crazy busy for some reason. I don't know. I just fold this down about ½ inch. And then slip it into the bottom of the paper clip. Here. Well, come on. There we go. I don't know. Today was a crazy day. It was like I had a list of things to do. I got them done, but it seemed like something else popped up as soon as I sat down to start crafting. I'd get like one little thing done, and then something else would pop up, and then I'd sit back down, start to relax, something else would pop up. So yeah, it was crazy. And it's like, I don't know, about 11:30 at night here. So I finally had the time to just sit down and just chill without, you know, any other distractions. So I thought this was a good time. And I'm, you know, I'm a night owl, so I like to do a lot of my crafting at night. I do all my business stuff during the day, and then I like to do my crafting at night because it kind of relaxes me and, you know, gets me thinking about some other things that I might want to do the next day and clear my head kind of thing. Alright, I'm going to set that aside to let that dry, and I think I'm going to go ahead and score this. And this is that envelope, and all I did was just some zigzag stitch and the single diamond overcast stitch, which I thought went really well with the Harlequin print. So, okay. And we want to score on the opposite side that we fold. So, I got to talk a little bit with Selena from Amore Fabriques today. Sounds like she's got some exciting stuff going on. Hi, Selena. And that is awesome. And I love that she shares so many people's shops. She's so sharing and giving. I think it's awesome. We need more people like that in the world. But I don't know. Anyway, so we're just gonna hold everything up. My little side tabs in. And we'll glue that and let that dry and go back to the paper clip. Oh goodness. I let one of my little Ubers in because she's not been feeling too good today. She's been a sleepy head and just kind of mopey. She's got an immune deficiency, so she takes medication, and sometimes she just gets her little butt wore out. Oh, I shouldn't have glued all the way up there, but that's okay. We'll fix that. Should have glued the tab first. Pay attention, Denise. Not a problem. That's one thing I do like about, you know, Fabri-Tac and the 3-in-1 glue is that if you make a mistake and you get it quick enough, you can pull it right off. So, all right. So this is fairly dry. I think what I want to do is fold that down and over. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. Okay. So we're going to fold that piece down. I think with the other one I just trimmed the top, but since I sewed this, we'll flip it over, and that's okay because it'll give some more decoration on the back side. Sometimes when you make mistakes, they actually turn out to be, you know, even better than you thought they'd turn out. So don't ever sweat it if you know, do something and you were supposed to do it this way. There's never always a right way or a wrong way with crafting, you know. There are days when I get to be like, you get into that perfectionist mode. The accounting mode is what I like to call it. I went to school for accounting, and you get that, you know, perfectionist. Everything has to be perfect mode, and it doesn't always, you know, life isn't like that sometimes, which I know you guys all know. Alright, so, and then I think, I want to tack it down a little bit with, yeah, we'll use the 3-in-1. We'll use the 3-in-1. Since I already sewed it. The other one I sewed on top of it. This one I just did 2 separate because I wanted 2 separate designs on there. Oh. Must be a cat running around the neighborhood. Everybody else seems to be in bed this late at night. And he'll hear a cat meow miles away and bark at it. He'll bark at a paper bag blowing through the yard. He's so crazy. Okay, so this little kit has, this one particular page has buttons. So I think I kind of want to stick with the button theme. So let's see what we can do with some buttons. Alright, let's see. Go with the blue on top, and then maybe the white in the middle, and like that. And let's put a little ribbon underneath it, I think. vintage. This is like vintage trim. And it's like falling apart at the other end. Okay. Put a little piece there. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I soaked all those linens I had gotten in all the doilies and lace and stuff that I had gotten from the antique store, and you would not, it took me 5 days, because I had some other stuff to soak with it too, but yeah, it took me 5 days to get all of it out, and it was, I don't know if you guys have ever cleaned linens, but it's a process, and you have to be very patient and just, you know, clean the water and redo everything and just let it soak. And I'll tell you, it was really yellow. Quite a few loads I had to change out that were really dark yellow. Okay, so I think the glue will soak through to the bottom on this one because it's a fairly thin linen. Okay, so that's a nice little button, a nice little tag. It's simple, quick, and easy. I think I want to add a little something else to it though. Let me set it aside and think about it. Alright, this one is closed. So, you know what I want to do is, here's the little card that goes inside. And I think what I want to do is make it into like a button card. You know? And so I think I'm going to sew like 3 little buttons on the top, but I'll sew some thread through the bottom because I don't want it to be, actually I think I'm going to put it in a diagonal. And I don't want it to be too thick that you can't get it in and out of, or make the envelope too bulky. So, let's see if we can find 3 matching buttons or similar ones. We had 62-degree weather today. It was beautiful out. So, it was nice to get out and be outside and, you know. Oop, I think I need to make my knot a little bit bigger. There we go. And then you can, I think what I'll do is put a little bit of tape. Sorry, I don't want to jiggle the camera too much. On the back, kind of like you would get from a real button card. They would tape down the thread in the back. And just grab our first little button and just pop it on there. Over like as if, you know, the buttons had been missing, and just sew right there. But Eileen from Seneca Crafts has got, she's got some really cute kits in there for Easter. I was taking a look. If you guys love bunnies, oh my goodness, she has got 2 different sets of, they're called Spirit of Easter, and they're like a side opening greeting card, and they're really cute, and they're bunnies. Oh, they're so cute. They are adorable. So if you're looking for Easter projects, those are excellent for those. And then she also has another, it's called Bunny Sunshine. It's a Bunny Sunshine bookmark set. They're cute little bunny bookmarks for Easter and stuff. And she also, I remember, I don't know if you guys remember earlier in the video, I had mentioned that she has a weekly free craft of the week. And this week she's got Sassy Ladies, they're called Sassy Ladies Polaroid frame set. Cute. Just cute. So I need to go and download that one too, because I think those would be cute little, like just, you know, little cards to, you can make a greeting card with, or a little nice little card for, you know, inside your journal. If you need something to fill your pockets with. And like I said, I will leave her the link to her, both her Etsy and her website below. And they are, like I said, this kit has got, this is just page 2. And there's 5 of them, so there's a lot that you can do. I mean, you can mix and match, and they all go so well together, you know. And I don't have to ink it, so even better. Which means that's, you know, less time spent trying to prep stuff. And I wanted to be able to have like some stock up, you know, for my stash. So if I needed something, I have it readily available. And I like the fact that I don't have to ink it. It's so easy to put together, you know. Heck, you wouldn't even have to really do any major decorating if you didn't want to on them, because they're already collaged and decorated enough. So, how cute is that? Alright, so let's do something out here. I think I want to glue some buttons there, but what do I want to do on the flap? You know, there's a little butterfly here. And I think, yeah, I pulled a little butterfly charm. And I think what I want to do is put a charm there. Instead of putting a bunch of lace or whatever, I'm going to very carefully try to get my crocodile out. Table trying to get the big one out. Alright. Alright, I want 1/8 of an inch hole. That's the big one there. Let's see. Okay, let me grab a eyelet. Gold? Yeah, since the butterfly is gold. Okay. This hand one is a little harder to work with, but I like the big one because I can stand up and use my body weight with it. This smaller one, I don't know, it's like, I squeeze, I don't know if I just don't have the strength in my hands to squeeze it, to get it to, you know, but sometimes when I squeeze it, the locking mechanism on it engages. I don't know if I'm just, because the way I squeeze it, maybe I'm accidentally pushing it or what. I don't know if you guys have the same issue or not, but I really do prefer my bigger one, but I would really have to jiggle the camera and to get to it. So, alright, I need a, let's see, alright, hold on, let me go grab my jump ring. Okay, I thought I had a gold one, but I guess not, but this is kind of like a brassy. Make sure I put this on the right way. Do it with my fingers because sometimes my hands don't want to do what my brain tell them to do. So, Heaven, you're snoring again, sweetheart. Alright, so, alrighty. So that's a little butterfly on there, and I think I might put a couple little buttons here, and yeah, let's see. Or, yeah, let's put a couple buttons there. Do I want to put a little ribbon under there? Or a little bit of cheesecloth? Yeah. I love playing. I know you guys do too, huh? That end all decorated. Now, what are we going to put on the front? Let's see. We've got buttons and we've got butterflies. How about, I pulled out some of this thinking it might, I want the dark one or the lighter one? I think the lighter one. Prettier. Put a little flower on the front. Trim off a little bit of this excess tulle netting. Okay, I think for this one I want to use shimmer glue. It doesn't seem to bleed as bad on the fabric, so. Goodness, she is just going to town. I might have to shoo her out. Oh, well, now we got coyotes out there. So, yeah, that's the one thing about living rural out in the country. You get a little bit of everything. So, alright, I think that's simple and pretty and pretty quick. And then we got our little button card to go inside. Alright. So, back to this. Do I want to do anything else to it? I don't know. I think maybe just a couple of little pearls might. Little flat back pearls right on the end of that flag. Just might break it up a little bit. Give a little more texture and a little more dimension. There we go. And I like that the way doing it this way, like I said, you can tuck it this way to see it, or you can flip it down so it kind of hides the paper clip a little bit. So, there's that one and the envelope. Okay, so now we're off to one flag and a few tags, and almost done with this kit. Alright, so remember I trimmed this, so kind of what I want to do with this one is, I think I'm just going to put a little bit of lace top, like a little lace flag at the top. Oh, let me put a, it's got the eyelet, or the reinforcement printed on it, but I like to add that extra if I'm going to put ribbon through it. I want to add that extra protection so that the ribbon doesn't pull through the paper. But it's awesome that she puts that there. So if you don't have them, it looks like you put one on there already. All right. So, what's everybody's plans for the weekend? I've got a list. I am going to do, yet again, some more avocado dyeing, and of course, puppers need to get shaved. It's getting to be that time of year again, so, you know, we don't want to get rid of that winter coat as soon as possible. Alright, so we got a topper on that. So what I want to do with this is, taking off those other sides, I want to be able to wrap maybe like some vintage lace as a gift, like a gift tag, and then you can wrap it around here. So, let me find some here. I got this really pretty lace, and I think, because you don't really have to decorate much more on it, and of course you can use it as a journaling card because it's backed. So when you use up the lace, you've got a nice little journal card. So, just give it a couple little twists here. One more for good measure. And I think I have that on backwards. So, let me take it off and flip it around. Is that backwards? It's so hard to tell sometimes with lace, isn't it? Or is the right side? Okay, that's the right side. It's so hard to tell because sometimes both sides look like a back side, or they both look like a front side, so it is very hard to tell sometimes. So, by just cutting off of those little pointy ends, I now have like a little ribbon card. So, simple, easy, boom, done with that one. And a nice little gift, you know, you put it in a journal and tag, and then now they have some little lace to play with and, you know, decorate whatever with. So, alright, small tag. What do we want to do with this one? I have some really pretty, sorry, I got that brick red, but I also got this deep berry, which I think is just lovely. And it's kind of got some dark colors, and with this grunge look, I think it goes good. So do I want to put it on the top? I think I want to put it up here on the top. I don't think I'm going to have a topper, like a ribbon off the top. I don't know, I might. Nah, maybe not. So let me sew this up, make a little bunch up on this, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Alright, what I did was I just did the old pucker and tuck thing with the ribbon. Essentially, that's kind of my terminology anyway. You just take it under the machine, put your foot there, you pucker, and then tuck that spot down. Sew a couple stitches, pucker it, and tuck it. And then you just do it on a long strip. And then I just sewed it onto the card, and there we go. Got a nice little ribbon bundle. Okay, so I think what I want to do though is put a little flower on there. And let's see, I'm trying to see if I got something that will kind of coordinate, but not be too pinky. I don't know if the green one would look okay on there. Let's see. Green is kind of nice. And I have this little violety blue. I don't know, I think that one kind of gets lost in there. Oh, let me hold on to that for a second. Because I think what I want to do is put a little bit more lace under there. And let's see, what do I got? Let's see, I used some of this. Oh, here we go. Some thinner stuff. Maybe put like a little flag off the bottom of those. Let's see. What would that look like? Or green. I don't know. I'm kind of liking the blue a little bit, the violety color better. Yeah. So let's go with that. And we'll just set that aside to dry. And there's another tag. And of course you could put a little ribbon on there. That tag done. 2 more to go and a flag. So let's see if we can do something quick and easy and simple. So I thought, yeah, we're going for the pink, but there's pink in there, so you know we gotta let it match a little bit, right? All right, so because that's what I had done with the other one. I just kind of stitched down, and then I'm thinking maybe put some buttons on there, or hey, let's put, I got some avocado dyed lace. We were just talking about that, weren't we? Like there. And stitch it down the center, and then put a little bit of pink sari down it. What do you think? And then a couple little buttons. I think that would look pretty. Pretty. Yeah, that's what we're going for. And I don't know if you guys are aware, but I buy my sari in the big skeins, and it comes like this, already like kind of wrinkled and pressed together, kind of like that. So when you see it flat like this, I have to open it and iron it open. So it's quite wide. It's what, an inch at least? Yeah, it's about an inch. So I've seen some go as far as 2 inches, some as thin as ½ an inch. So, and what they do is they just take long strips that were cut off the ends of the fabric, and then they stitch another piece, the other, you know, end piece to another piece, and then another piece, and another piece. And then they just wrap them in these big skeins. So essentially when you get it like this, which is awesome because it's already kind of, you know, ready to go, but you can also what I like to do also is to open it and iron it, and that's how I like use it for my closures, is I open it and iron it like that. So just a little gee whiz, wow, kind of thing. And some of you probably already know that because you probably have plenty of sorry. I know some people say sorry, and some people say sorry, and some people, so it is what it is, whatever you want to call it. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato, right? All right, let me go sew this. I will be right back again, guys. See, quick and easy. So what I did was I just stitched the sorry, if you see, right down the center, and then just let it over the top of the lace, and then I just let it bunch back up again. So now it's, I don't have to glue it, it's attached. Voila! So, but if you guys are interested, because I buy my sari in big, like I said, the big skeins and in bulk, and I do know some, you know, I use a lot of it. So in other projects like my snippets and my clusters and stuff, so it is beneficial for me to buy it in bulk. And I do know that sometimes, you know, you don't want to buy a big skein if you just need a small couple yards of it. And if that is something you guys are interested, let me know in the comments below, because I'm more than happy to pull some off and iron it out and put it on some, you know, ribbon holders for you guys, and put them in my store, put them in the shop for you guys. So, and of course they will be reasonably priced. I'm not, you know, I have so much of it that really I know I can get it to you guys at an extremely affordable price. So, let's see, a little pink, maybe a little, or maybe like that. Do I have another big one? Maybe I should flip flop and do that one on top and the pink on the bottom, or kind of make it. Oh, I like that. I like that. That's where it's going. Now, to sew or to glue? I like sewing them on. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to sew them on. And I hope this is not going to be too long. If it is, you'll see me speed it up a little bit. But gosh, look at, you know, the time we've spent just for one little, there's so many. This kit is awesome. And honestly, I have really started to pull away from trying to buy too much. I like the paper packs, I do, but the problem with it is that, gosh, I've got to, you know, I've got to store everything. I've got a dresser that holds all my paper, and the bottom drawer of that dresser has literally fallen out. I've had to glue it like 3 times because the paper packs I've got in there, and it's in the bottom drawer. So, but you know, I don't really have anywhere else to store it. It's the best place for me, and it's the most feasible for my space to put it there. So, and I end up pulling, like, you buy a pack for 1 or 2 papers that you like, and then you either have to spend the time to cut everything up into smaller pieces, which, you know, you can do, or, you know, hoard it in there, and it just, because of the weight of it. So having digitals are awesome because I can print just what I want, and I can store the rest as a file either in my computer or on a flash drive, you know, and I'd much rather do that, honestly. So I'm really starting to pull away from buying a paper pack and, you know, for 2 or 3 sheets that you like, versus, you know, I could spend that and buy 4, you know, 3, 4, 5 digikits or different things that I'll use over time, and I can use them over and over and over. I can print them, and, you know, play with them and do so many different things, whereas if you only get 2 sheets of the same paper, you got to go buy another paper pack. And even if you get it at 50% off, that's still $10, you know? So, for 2 sheets of paper, or maybe 4 that you might like out of it. So, yeah. I think digis are the way to go. There we go. Nice, quick, and easy. Let's put a little something, something on the top. Okay. Dress it up. Make it stand out. Stand out in the crowd. Oh. Okay, I got this. Or I've got... It's like the last little bit. I can't find it again. I looked. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby and I can't find it. I'm bummed because I like this pink. Put a little rickrack in there. There's just a little blingy bling. And let's see. Kind of draw some attention to her skirt. That is pretty. Maybe a little rope. Rope-a-dope-dope. We could glue some there and then, you know. Yeah, let's try that. Alright, let me do this because it's going to be, I think I'm going to do this off camera. Because this might be some time consuming stuff. But this is what I want to do. Okay, so what I did was I took that little bit of sparkly rope and then I just glued some strips to kind of accentuate her skirt on there and give some dimension. And I think what I want to do is put a pretty flower on there because we got buttons and flowers, and I think a pretty big flower will look really nice on there. I don't know, that might be a little too big, I think. That would be prettier. No. Ooh, I know. Bing, bing. The light bulb went off. My friend Allie sent me all these gorgeous little flowers. And I need to use one. Look at that. And it's got a button on it. That's... this off of another something and it fell off, so I kept it. It's like the little tags from your, you know, it says delicate cycle only, tumble dry, low heat. That might actually look kind of cute there. There we go, look at that, yay! Okay, we'll set that one up there to dry, and then I'll put a ribbon on it. And we're down to our last little flag. And this one, what to do. I think. A few little buttons, I think, on here. And I really liked this little, I wanted to use this. So, I think I might, it's not going to work there. Not for what I want. this little fabric. It has a little butterfly on it, so let's cut a piece of the butterfly off. Tammy from my world in OKC asked if I would like to go live with her when she gets back off vacation. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. It's not that I don't mind, it's just I don't, well, I'm not sure. I use my iPad to film this, so I don't have like a, you know, like a different, that kind of fancy camera set up and stuff, and I don't know how well it will work going live. Although I think it would be fun, you know, and hopefully you guys would come and hang out and say hi and chat a little bit while we craft. Don't know what I would do though. Alright, do I need a little something else on there maybe? A couple little things. Pearls. Pearls are always pretty. Pearls are always good. Of course I can always decorate it more later if something comes to me, right? I mean, that's what it's about. You can always do whatever floats your boat. So look at all this stuff that we did from just one. Remember, there's 5 sets to this. You know, there's the first one I did. This is the second one. And there's like 3 more. So, you know, here's a flag. We got an altered paper clip. 1, 2, 3 tags. Really 4. But, you know, I altered this one, and you can still use it as a tag, but to put some ribbon on. An envelope. And a little card. And it's just one. Like I said, this a lot. So look at all this stuff we did with just one portion of that kit. And like I said, that is the free gift with a $10 or more purchase. So look at all of this stuff. I mean, this was done, this is done, and I still have 3 more segments to do. So, wow. There's a lot in this kit. So go and check her out. Link to her Etsy and her website are down in the description block below. And I appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch, craft along, and checking it out. And I will be back at some point. I'm not going to say specifically because I got some things to get done tomorrow. And they may tie over till Sunday, but if I get a chance, I will get the remainder of this done this weekend, because I want to put all of this, I'm going to use some of it in another portion, which I'll give you kind of a little peek. What I want to do is, I want to do some altered envelope pouches. So I want to do one like this, and then I don't know if you guys remember, Selena had, and More Fabriques had some coffee dyed packets in there, and she had these awesome coffee stained envelopes, which I think would go great with this kit. So I'm going to alter those as well. So that's what I want to do, is to finish up this project. And just I want to show you guys this little sneaky peek at what I'm going to be doing some craft along with me's for, and it is, so I want to show you guys what I've got going on, what I've printed out. This is from Seneca Crafts, and it is the Practical Beekeeper kit. It's the Vintage Junk Journal kit, and it is also loaded. Okay, and I've printed off pretty much what I want to do, what I want to work with, but just look at these pages, okay? Bees. And remember, I'm deathly allergic to them, but I have great respect for them and what they do. And I love honey. So, but just look at all this in here. And then she's got these great pages, which I'm going to use for some signature covers. And it's just loaded. Look at this. I think there's like 15 pages. So you could do front and backs on them. A little mini cover. And just tons of different fold outs. And, you know, your pockets, tabs and cards, and more pockets and tags. Look at that, envelopes, all of this. So this is going to be part of my next project. Some of this will also go into this. So, and she's got mason jars. I love mason jars because I like to can. So, and so she's got these two are a separate one, and you'll have to hang out and see what I've got going on with those. So, because I've got some other great ideas, like gift giving ideas for those too as well. So, I thank you guys for hanging out. I know this video was probably a little lengthy, but I did want to show how much you could do just with one of those pages from that kit. So go and check her out, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hang in there, because here I'm thinking within the end of the month or so I'm gonna be having a giveaway. So like I said, thanks guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Hugs, blessings, and lots of love. Bye-bye.